Speaking about the instability in West Kordofan state, one must speak about the fight in the region. Now the question is, who does Syria fight? Is it Nuba tribe? Well, the answer to that question is a little bit complicated. Syria enemy has always been SPLM. And it is not a fight that Syria picked up. It's a fight that Syria tribe was forced to have. Because Syria, in all their battles, they were defending themselves and their lands. In a nutshell, it's a matter of existence. Now, I cannot say that the relationship between Syria and Nuba is as good as it ever was. There is an obvious rising tension between Syria and Nuba, and that tension is due to the dispute over lands. Now, Syria and Nuba are neighbors, that's a fact, whether you like it or not. And they used to have a lot of conflicts and a lot of tensions. They at some point even fought against each other. But those conflicts were resolved peacefully by native administration of both tribes. When the first leader of SPLM, Joseph Kua, joined SPLM in South Sudan, he said it clearly that their goal was to fight against Arab ethnicity in the region and Syria specifically. SPLM North has the same manifesto as SPLM in South Sudan. When Juba Agreement was signed between some armed movements and the government, SPLM refused to sit for peace talks, putting some conditions. Among these conditions is to have a new Sudan. This new Sudan is based on secular Sudan. SPLM seeks to expand its territory to join new areas to its so-called liberated lands. And all these attacks from SPLM against defenseless innocent people is a preparation to the upcoming peace talk between the movement and the government. SPLM adopted hit-and-run tactics in its war against Syria, where they target farmers and their farms, Syria shepherds while grazing their cattle, and Syria nomads in their safe houses and tents. Sadly, SPLM is using Nuba in its fight against the Arab ethnicity and Syria specifically. And that is to gain some political advantage and to wipe and eradicate Arab from the region, and then they can have their target. The latest battle in Lagawa took place when a group of Syria were returning from Lagawa market to their houses. They were ambushed and killed. And then Nuba spread some rumors that there was a sign belongs to Syria, indicates the ownership of the land. And SPLM started immediately bombing the city, and that is when Rapid Support Forces RSF encountered them, beat them, and drove them out of the city. All that Nuba are doing nowadays is that they are picking a fight against RSF and Syria simultaneously. They even called Syria as a militia. And once again, it is an undeniable fact that Syria and Nuba are neighbors. They share the land, and if there is any conflict or dispute over the land, it can be resolved according to laws and regulations and according to the international law. The war, no matter how long it lasts, it is always ended by peace agreement. And if that is the case, why killing each other over a piece of land where there are well-known clear borders between Syria and Nuba? Why killing each other when the only beneficiary from that fight is SPLM in its search of gaining some political advantage? SPLM adapts Pan-Africanism, which seeks to rally all Africans to fight against Arab ethnicity. But what I will say is that Syria are going nowhere because this is their land and they look forward to coexist and cooperate and live peacefully with all neighbors in the area, including Nuba tribe.